Hello, my name is Paul DeAngelis, and I'm the creator of FreeSaber. And I'm going to show you a little bit about my game and how to get started with it. First of all, FreeSaber is obviously just a clone of Beat Saber, but it's free. So, it took a few weeks to make, and here is the result. This is my first VR game, and I hope you enjoy. First off, main area, 2 sabers, still works in progress, hit and miss counter, and your UI, which is a bit too tall, I think, but FreeSaber. First off, up here, you have the directory in which your songs are located, and I will talk to you more about this. You need to set the folder that your songs are in, and after that, you need to do a slash. Then once you type that in, it'll save it for the next time you launch it up, so you won't have to type it in again. But then you press, and to type it in, you gotta make sure you select it with your cursor. Then you press load songs, and it'll load all the songs in the directory. But, I have 2 songs here. JoJo Part 2 theme, and, a song my friend made. So you press the song to load it up, and then you can start playing. FreeSaber, you just load a song from your computer, and I'm playing it on the Discord. There's gonna be a channel where people can post their songs, so you can like ask for songs in the Discord and stuff. And then in the future, there may even be a website. And now I will be showing you how to create songs. So, first off, go into the directory that you chose for songs. So, FreeSaber songs. This is the directory I chose in my game, and you can see the 2 songs that were here. And notice for each song, there's a .text file and a .wav file. The song has to be in WAV format. If not, it's not going to work. And don't mind that. That's a really bad explanation. That's why I make the video. So you have the final boss.text and final boss.wav. WAV, as you can probably tell, is just gonna... It's just a song. The text file is all the information about the song that FreeSaber needs to know. So, I'll be breaking down everything. Let's zoom in a bit. If you can zoom in with Notepad++, yes you can. So, basically, how FreeSaber works is it takes information from an array, creates blocks based on the information. And here is the information you have to feed it. Spawn times, what time this... I'll go into everything in more detail, but the times that you want the blocks to spawn, the rotations of the blocks, which I'll talk more about, everything I'll talk more about, the color of the block, the position, X, the Y position. I tried to compress it all into a vector too. I didn't have a good time with that, but the Z position and the speed. Okay, let's go into everything step by step. Spawn times. This is in seconds divided by 10. For example, 50 is 5 seconds. 51 is 5.1 seconds. 52 is 5.2 seconds. 53 is 5.3 seconds. And so forth. So this is half of a second. This is 1 second. This is 1.5 seconds. This is 2 seconds. See what I mean? So it's just imagine an imaginary point there, but no point. It's just 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds, and you can do 4.1 seconds, 4.2 seconds, but no decimal places. Each item. Okay, so first off, you got to keep everything that's here. You got to keep everything in the start area. You got to keep all this stuff. Don't change any of that. And then here is your array information. So this tells you what array it'll go into. This is all the information. Every single piece of information has to be separated by a comma and a space. And except for the final one. The final one you don't have to. And I'll leave this sample song in the Discord. I'm not good at song making, as you saw in the gameplay. So I'm relying on the community, just as Beat Saber did, for you guys to make the songs. This is just really a tool, this program. That's all it really is. It's just a tool to make and play songs. Okay, so now everything depends on the number of spawn times there are. If you have 10 spawn times, then you must have 10 spawn rotations, 10 block colors, 10 spawn position X's, 10 spawn position Y's, 10 spawn position... No, not this. This is just one value. As you can see, these are just one value. But these all have to be the same. The number of... the amount of data, or the length of the array, has to be the same length as the top array. Otherwise, if it's shorter, then Unity will crash. If it's longer, then it won't even register. I mean, the game will crash, not Unity. So, block rotation. Let's talk about this now. We already know what the spawn times are all about. Rotation. So, this is kind of complicated and kind of annoying. Okay, it can be 0, 360, 180, 90, 270, 45, 135, 225. Not one of those rotations, then it's going to be a circle block. One thing that you need to know about the rotations is that you need to hit the saber at the block in the direction that the arrow is facing. 0 is red and 1 is blue. And all these correspond with this. So let's just take a look at the first block. It's going to spawn at half a second. It's going to have a rotation of 1, which means it's going to be a circle block because it's not one of the preset rotations. It's going to have a color of red because 0 is red and 1 is blue. Now let's go over, and then spawn rotation position X is going to be -5 and so forth. You get it. So it's the first one is going to correspond with the first of everything. And these just correspond with all of them. Now let's go over spawn position X and Y. Spawn position X is just the Unity global position divided by 10. So this is -0.5. And this is to the left of the player. This is 0.5 to the right of the player. Spawn position Y, 0 is like Beat Saber, like the default, I think, just in the middle. I would recommend using -5 and 5 to make it go up or down. Spawn position Z. This is how far away from your player forward it's going to be. You gotta mess with this value. I would recommend 20. And the block speed is just something to adjust. That's how fast the blocks move at you. I would recommend adjusting block speed if your spawn times are off. Because it's easier than changing all your spawn times. Try and make sure the song matches up with the spawn times. And you can do that by going into your music app. Let's see, File Explorer, finalboss.wav. You can go into your music app and you can see 0.1 and you can kind of estimate what time they are. I would recommend getting another program to play music where you can tell the milliseconds so you can make it more accurate. One thing you need to know is you save the songs and they have to have the same name as the corresponding WAV file. So you have the song in the WAV file. As long as you put those in the folder that you set in the game, then you'll be able to play those songs. Thank you. My name is Paul DeAngelis, and I hope you enjoy FreeSaber.